Good evening, everyone. First night of March Madness. Let's get set up. What a finish in that last game. Holy smokes. Friggin' South Alabama threw a bomb to hit a layup with a second left to win. Crazy. Crazy finish over St. Francis. We have, who do we have? North Carolina versus San Diego State. This should be a very good game. You guys know the deal so far about entering the bracket. Looks like we got a few people there. A few people have sent me some via email. So we got over 10 people so far, which is pretty cool. I was hoping we'd get a few more people, but it is what it is. But great game there with St. Francis and South Alabama coming down to the last fucking play pretty much. Crazy. This other game's going to get started in about 15 minutes. So we got some time to kill. Just hanging, watching the ball games tonight. Trying to get people to sign up for our bracket challenge. Check out the messages that are pinned. If you're having trouble finding them, you can email me at nateslivetalk@yahoo.com and send you a bracket that way. Chance at a free prize.
And I like to judge success off of realistic expectations. So if Carolina loses this game, those players ain't going to really be able to go to campus tomorrow. So ain't no hiding from the noise. Ain't no hiding from it. Now, if you San Diego State and you beat North Carolina, right? Now you propel yourself with momentum, hopefully to make a long run.
Yeah, man. No, you can't hide from the noise. It's what you do with the noise. You can't let it affect you. And I think that's what Hubert's talking about. And they've done a good job all the way to this point. So I think Carolina's ready to go. I can't wait.
What a night this is becoming.
You heard it top that last one.
Yeah. You know what? If you want to end on a buzzer beater, North Carolina, San Diego State, we'd appreciate it. The madness of March is here. Savor every moment.
Finally done. So about 15 minutes until game time. We are doing a giveaway to anyone out there that doesn't know. All you got to do is click on the links in the chat to enter. If you win, I will mail you your prize. That's all I'm going to say. Click on the links to enter with a chance to win. It's a free shot at a cool prize. What else is going on in sports tonight? No, we got some NBA action. Celtics struggling tonight. Down by 4 to Brooklyn. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Atlanta rolling over Charlotte. Up by almost 30. All the other games are on late. Milwaukee, Golden State, Cleveland versus the Los Angeles Clippers. I'm glad this tournament's getting ready to kick off. This should be fun. I got about 6 people that entered through ESPN, and I got another 5 or 6 brackets in my email for people that couldn't figure it out. So we got like 12 people right now, I would say. 10 to 12 people. Something like that. Next year, I'll be more on top of it. It's a hard thing to do. Not everyone that watches me is into sports, so a lot of people like to come for the Trump shit, the political shit. Yeah, that game was crazy, Jet. Matter of fact, Jet, well, I have you here for a minute. I don't know if I should do it right now or not. I sent you the video for how to use that fucking, how to use them vending machines. It's kind of like a glitchy thing, but it works. Supposedly it works. And you can make money off of like building the dumbest fucking thing. And it takes like 3 or 4 days worth of gameplay to get your money. But I thought it was the easy way to do it for the resources it would take to get some free cash. At some point tonight, I'll show you the video if you hang around. But I sent the link to your email. Yeah, I can't do... It's getting hard to do politics, Jet. Like, it's really getting hard for me to do. It's not fun. Honestly. Like, some of it's funny and shit. People love it. I don't know why. People get into it and shit. Who do I got in this one? I don't really care who wins. Like, I don't have anyone, but I'm going to be rooting for San Diego State because I hate North Carolina. I just don't like North Carolina. I don't think North Carolina should have even been in the tournament this year. I don't think they had a good enough record. I look at their record. They didn't beat. Their record was not very good. It wasn't a good year for North Carolina. And I thought there were better teams that played better competition that should have got in. West Virginia is one. Indiana, maybe. There were some teams that I think were better than them. And I also watched North Carolina against Wake Forest. And I thought the refs gave North Carolina every fucking call.
Here on the set. Coach, I know you have...
If you guys aren't entered yet, if you click on the lingy, if you're not entered into our contest yet, all you got to do is subscribe to Nate's Live Talk. Click on the link where the message is pinned that says join our bracket challenge, and you can be entered to win a free prize if you win the bracket challenge we're doing. All you got to do is be a subscriber to the channel and enter your bracket, and you got a shot at winning. I'm going to put the link up one more time again in the chat right now for anyone that might be interested. I would think so, Volpe. It's kind of a weird question. People are strange.
For a big night, and it only continues here on True TV.
The Home Depot has fast, free next day delivery, so you can slow down and nail your free.
Oh, that's good. That's one of the worst jokes I ever heard in my life. Don't quit your day job, dog. Holy shit. What the fuck? What is wrong with people? I even smoked and I didn't laugh at that one. Holy shit. People are something else. Tell me you're a retard without telling me you're a retard. Tell me a joke like that. That's a good way to. Thanks, Silkworth. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got like a dozen people right now with the people that emailed me. And then the people we have in through ESPN so far. It is what it is. The less people, the better chance for you guys. I was just hoping to, people would get into it. I figured it would be something to give back. Yeah, I got like 5 or 6. I think I got 6 in my email right now. I got to go print them up. And I'll just follow them by on my own. Some people couldn't figure it out. So is what it is. Excuse me. Oh. Fucking weird day. What a weird day. I've been hot and cold all day long. Put my hoodie on, take it off. Take the hoodie off, cold in 2 minutes. Put it back on, hot in a second. Well, so what you guys been up to? Being good boys and girls? Keeping your penises to yourself? Hopefully. Yeah. Who you guys want in this game? I want North Carolina to get their ass kicked. San Diego State's usually pretty competitive. San Diego State's usually pretty competitive. They got knocked out of the tournament the last 2 years by UConn. For whatever that's worth. They're always in the tournament almost every year. Well coached. San Diego State has also fucked my bracket up a couple times when they were high seeds in the past. I remember one year they fucked me good. I'm sure there'll be a couple teams that fuck everyone. It always seems to be the way. That game that just ended was amazing. I watched almost the whole thing. Not every play, but I watched quite a bit of that game between fucking St. Francis and Alabama South, or South Alabama, or Alabama State, whatever the fuck they are. That was crazy. Yeah, I don't like Houston either, Jet. But I look at who they're matched up against in that bracket. They should make it to the Final Four. You would think. You would think. But I look at my bracket. I got all 1s and 2s in the Final Four. If there's any major upsets, I'm fucking done. Done. Absolutely done. I am cooked. If Cooper Flagg gets hurt, I'm probably cooked too. Yeah, I know you like McNeese. You were saying that. You liked them before the tournament bracket came out. A lot of people like McNeese State over Clemson. And a lot of people like Purdue going down to whatever point they're playing, something point. They're playing games like 6 miles from my house in downtown Providence. I was thinking about going down there and having like a live stream or questioning people who they think we're going to win. I don't think I get a ticket because the ticket's only for one game. They used to sell you a ticket for the whole day. They used to sell you a ticket for the whole fucking day. Now you got to buy each individual game, I'm pretty sure. And it wasn't bad because you could watch fucking 4 or 5 games for $200, $300. Now they want to hit you every fucking game. But I was thinking about going down there just to stir up some shit and see if people are acting crazy. Oh, I don't think I would do well on Broadway. I'd probably offend somebody and they'd throw me off the set. Oh, you can get one for all sessions. Let's see this one. 1 ticket. It's just me. Ha ha ha. How many games do you get to see? They want fucking $1,000 to watch 1 day of basketball now, I think. What the fuck? How can you afford to go? Doesn't even tell you how many games you get to see. Oh, that's 2 days worth of games for $1,000. $459 to sit up in the nosebleeds, but it's not a big arena. $439 for one. This is all people that fucking, I'm sure, are selling them secondhand too to fuck people over. But I might go up there and just stand outside and fuck with people. No, I don't watch any women's sports, really. Session 1, Purdue and Clemson games. 1 ticket. Oh, to go watch 2 games, you can pay about $180. That's not bad. It's not terrible. Doesn't look like there's many tickets left, though, for Providence. And then St. John's in Kansas play Arkansas and Omaha the next day. That's going to be the expensive tickets. I'm sure. No, nope. I barely watch Major League Baseball anymore. It's gotten so bad. You never know. Maybe I will go. You never know. Maybe we'll do some filming inside. Yeah, it's crazy. And people are ripping other people off, too. You know, they're selling the tickets for more money than they should. Because I just looked, I can buy 2 separate tickets for both on instead of buying them combined. And it's like fucking $700 cheaper to do it that way. Here we go. This game has started, tied 2-2.
Injury, it's a turnover here. Right in front of that North Carolina bench and some early words Jimmy Lee exchanged. I think his length hurt him right here because he goes after it. Little arm around the neck. Everybody's okay, though. We're only a minute 15 seconds in, Spiro.
These young bucks have been waiting around, hanging out all day, waiting for this game to tip just after 9 o'clock Eastern here in Dayton. As we get a whistle here, looks like a little bit of a discrepancy with the clock, and they're going to redo that inbound.
Thanks, buddy. I'm hoping someone sees me announce one day and gives me a shot. You never know. I don't know these teams too well, so I'm not going to announce this game tonight. But I'll hang and watch it. We can shoot the shit.
It's the quickest first half I've ever seen. There they have it.
Hubert Davis, everything he's tried to balance, the psychology of this team after they came up just short.
Thank you, sir.
Just an amazing victory against Duke in the semis of that conference tournament in the ACC. Another turnover, their second already.
Yeah, you see the deflection out front by Davis just then. You got to make sure of every single.
Panda, you should join. You should join our tournament giveaway. Join our bracket challenge. Click on the pinned comment. There's a link where you can join. Whoever wins is going to win a prize. Free prize if you win. I will mail it to your house or to your P.O. box, wherever you want.
Reset Davis, hard screen.
I did.
Rubin on the roll.
Good finish to that game. Really good finish. I'm going to post the link in the chat again right now to join our bracket challenge to anyone that may want to.
State.
North Carolina, one of the most efficient offenses in the country, thanks in part to that young man. As R.J. Davis, a little bit too much offensive rebound. Carolina, fresh shot clock.
Make sure they run their second and third options against San Diego State.
Cadeau lets it fly and hits.
Drive to the basket and three-point shot. Good start for him to get things going.
Jimmy, break down all the numbers for Carolina. It really comes down to one. When this team hits from three, they're a completely different team to deal with.
Oh, watch out.
A little bit of contact on the perimeter. Boyd trying to fend off defenders. Reset Davis underneath Coleman Jones. 6 to shoot.
Pull it.
Into the corner. So Boyd.
Nice
That's
shot.
good.
Real patient offensive set just then for San Diego State. And Carolina worked both sides of the floor.
All Mountain West second team selection was Boyd, the young man out of Gardnerville, New York.
Nice
There's a
steal.
Davis has deflected, I think, 2 passes already and a steal.
Good time Boyd a little bit short from three. And Carolina on the push.
Nice steal again. Bang it. Oh, he lost the ball. What a clown.
Boy rips it back. He's going to fire.
This is a 3. Lucky they got the rebound.
Sequence, offensive rebound. This is
All kinds of out of control.
And he's going to shoot free throws.
That was an interesting set there, wasn't it, offensively? Oh, you can watch.
Man, that was a fucking waste. San Diego State, I think it was their guard. Wide open breakaway gets the fucking willies. I think he tripped over his own feet a little bit, too. What a fucking idiot. He's laughing at himself going down the floor. Won't be laughing when you're sitting on the couch watching because you missed the fucking layup, you dummy. And they missed the first free throw. What up, Jeremy?
Utah State. Aztecs Jim in his absence went 3-3. But you consider how good they were. They had really started to put it together before the injury. They'd won 7 straight games. And then they hit the reset button again with Dutcher and his staff.
Yeah, he scores just under 9 points a game, but the presence of him defensively for Brian Dutcher's team is just incredible. The way he shot, he patrols, I should say, down in the middle of the floor, but blocks a lot of shots. 66 this season coming in.
So the turnover issues for Carolina.
Another 3, Carolina.
Withers. Boy, and anyone who knows this program knows how big a shot that is. Encouraging signs for the young man who has been sensational in his second year in the program.
With his three-point shooting, he had 7 made threes against Notre Dame earlier.
Had a man open.
Got him reset. Coleman Jones out front to Davis.
There you go. Nice
Allen
up.
pass to
Gotta
deflection.
handle the ball.
Turnover. Play up the
Nice
Murray.
pass.
Ahead of the pack is Davis. Lays it in. Good work by Carolina to push that ball, get it to the middle of the floor, but I love the release pass in the backcourt after the turnover.
Carolina pressing.
4 minutes gone by.
Half court.
RJ Davis, second all-time leading scorer
Man to
in
man.
the history of this program. And that's saying something when you think of who's coming
Tough
through
shot.
that school. Some of the all-timers knocked out of bounds underneath. Last touch by the Aztecs.
I think they're going to get a foul on Glock, though.
San Diego State and North Carolina on a big stage.
North Carolina are up by 4 so far. 10-6, 15-22 to go in the first half. Please like, share, subscribe. Anyone out there wants to join our bracket challenge, look at the pinned comment and click on the link to join. It's through ESPN. It doesn't cost you any money. I will contact the winner and send them a prize worth a couple $100. It's worth signing up for, guys. It doesn't cost you nothing. I just dropped the link in the chat. Join the Nate's Live Talk March Madness bracket. The winner, I will send you a prize. Whoever wins it, I'm sending a prize. It's not working. Do you live in the United States or are you signed up for ESPN? That's my next question. That happened last night too. I don't understand it. Because it works every time I use it. I just clicked on it. It worked. Either that or you got to email me at nateslivetalk@yahoo.com and I will send you the link. We got about a dozen people so far. I'm trying to get at least 20 people, 25. That would be real fun. Because when I click on them, they work. I don't understand why it's not working for other people. That sucks. Nate's Live Talk at yahoo.com.
Here they are, Jim, after all the controversy, all the conversation. Last team in the field, and right now holding a 4-point lead.
Yeah, when speaking to Hubert Davis yesterday, I thought it was just smart of him just saying that we got to almost
Fucking
move
idiot.
on.
See you later, retard.
It sounds like he doesn't spend much time worrying about other things rather than his team, but I think he's right. He's just got to get his players to play.
Taj DeGorville has checked into the game first time for Brian Dutcher. Shot clock down the run. They've got to hurry. Coleman Jones. Boy, didn't recognize till it was too late.
Carolina putting the heat on.
And North Carolina ratchets up its defense.
Yeah, we've been speaking about the San Diego State defense, but Hubert Davis's team, head coach of North Carolina, they, as you said, they've been upticking a little bit the last few possessions. Hands for San Diego State are so good in terms of deflections, keeping their hands in front of people.
People are nuts.
This is great deflection right there.
Coleman Jones. And the Aztecs rip it back. 7 turnovers from Carolina.
You got to convert on them. You got to make good points out of those turnovers.
San Diego State, 6 of their 7 shots have been from 3.
I think they have to just be more selective. There you go. Good drive to the basket before the shot was taken, so it's on the floor.
Wayne McKinney, the senior who's checked into the game first year in the program for Brian Dutcher after 3 years at San Diego. And R.J. Davis whistled for his first. Second team foul against the Tar Heels.
Punched up to 40 in white, too high. He loves to go to the offensive glass.
San Diego needs a hoop.
Very good seal there defensively. Vian Jackson defending.
6 seconds to get a shot
Second
off.
time in a row here.
This is the Goreville tough leader going. Glass missed it. And a rebound by Jalen
Powerful
Washington.
offense.
Both teams are just shutting one another down here early on. The last 2.5 minutes or so.
No ball
What kind
movement.
of field goal turnover ratio you want, but despite that, the Tar Heels holding a 4-point lead. This is Davis, pulls up, buries it.
Just not fair.
No,
when
not
you
you,
get a
Nate.
6'10" guy coming out.
It's not you. Someone came in saying racist stuff. It wasn't you.
Tackle off the dribble. You don't know what he's going to do if you're a 6'10" guy.
ACC's Player of the Year last year.
Good hands out front, too, by Trimble.
Here comes McKinney all the way to the rim, missed it in tight.
There he is on the glass, Spiro.
Heidi.
He tracks the ball very, very well, understands when to go, what
After the stream, I will send you the link.
Heidi was actually scoreless in their last game. The conference lost to Boise State. There's the pull-up jumper that time from Seth Trimble. And the Tar Heels come up empty. This is Boyd, the orchestrator, changes direction. They got him at the rim. It was Powell, got a fingertip on him. Here he comes to the open floor, taking flight. But defensive tenacity.
man, are they going after? Fabulous.
5-point game. Kick near side. This is Boyd.
Nice 3. Needed that
Gonna
one.
say they have to settle down just a touch, San Diego State. They're playing that up-tempo game like Carolina wants to play, and I'm not sure it's to their advantage.
Into the corner.
Wow, Carolina, another 3.
Three-point answer.
What did you say about Carolina if they hit threes?
They're 4 of 4, Jim, from
Wow.
deep to start this game. What an encouraging sign for the Tar Heels. 5-point lead. And now we get some substitutions for both teams. Powell and Washington will sit for Hubert Davis. Oh, don't miss the hit animated comedy thriller Common Side Effects. New episodes air Sunday on Adult Swim. Catch up now on Max. What a scene this has been. First night of the tournament. Dayton, Ohio. A privilege to be with you. True TV crew, Spiro Ditas, Jim Spinarco, John Rothstein, our producer Jason Ross.
Here you go. Move the ball.
Fishman, rest of our crew. First of 2 nights here in Dayton.
Bad
3-pointer
shot.
won't go from
He
DeBoerville.
stepped out of bounds.
And one and done for the Aztecs.
No call.
Very close to picking up a foul on that offensive rebound try.
North Carolina has an 11 seed. It's their lowest seed in the tournament since seeding began in 1979.
Oh, here we go.
As Trimble is bumped, he's going to shoot free throws. And Brian Dutcher
Here we
at the
fucking
San
go.
Diego State sideline just irate at that call. 5-point Tar Heels lead in Dayton.
Wendy's has a fresh
Terrible.
JBC or double stack in the app for only $1. In fact, they're so
Terrible call. Huh. Carolina, not a lot of points so far, but they're knocking down their outside shots. San Diego State's got to get their offense started earlier. They look horrible. Horrible so far. Terrible so far. Yeah, they got to start their offense much closer to the hoop. They're just fucking playing one-on-one, shooting threes. No, it wasn't you, Nate Thorpe. Some asshole came in here saying racial shit and had a Ku Klux Klan type name. Some fucking maggot running around the internet trying to fucking piss people off. Fucking moron. I hate fucking stupidity. Like, some things are stupid funny every once in a while on a movie or a TV show or a commercial. That fucking stupidity, dumb shit, troll shit, I can't fucking stand. I cannot fucking stand it. I think it's corny. I think it's lame as fuck. Especially on the internet, because you don't even have the balls to go up to someone in person and say that shit. Just run around the fucking internet acting like an idiot. Because no one will punch you in the face on the internet.
When we switch, we're trying to make Davis drive, so we got to get up on him, make him drive with our help. So he's good. That step back is tough to deal with. Appreciate it. Thanks. All right, Brian Dutcher, another roller coaster ride of the season. Team had won 8 of its first 10 games. They were 20th in the AP poll at the end of the
big time, Silky. They got to fucking settle in, man. They got to play. Their defense has been mez. Not horrible, not great. They've given some open looks up that they paid for, but they're offensively, they're all discombobulated. Taking some horrible shots. Not doing anything early in the shot clock to get the offense going.
With that last call that is going to put Seth Trimble at the free throw line.
Yeah, just a bit, I would say.
I think John got some of that earful that Dutcher was firing in the direction of the officials, but Seth Trimble.
Not the greatest time for John to go over an interview.
He's a great man.
Yeah, exactly. Good job, though, John.
81%.
And that was a late whistle on these free throws North Carolina shooting. He might have got hit. It was a late whistle. And I see with that shit with North Carolina a lot. I've watched North Carolina play about 4 or 5 times this year. Every fucking game I've seen the refs give him some questionable calls. Because they're North Carolina. I hate that shit.
Tell was just very, very animated about the fact that North Carolina got free throws. He told me before the game, we can't have droughts. Every point matters. You see that early in this game, guys. It's a lot easier for Carolina
Move to the ball.
San Diego State.
He put his television face on, though, too, John. I thought he calmed down.
Move the ball.
Reacted to you.
He's a pro. Farrell, team headed both
Sloppy.
away. Tar Heels on the push with Trimble.
Offensive?
The rim, it's a block.
How?
And they're going to put Trimble right back at the free
I
throw line.
want to see this replay.
Aztecs a little bit late defensively. Compton just couldn't
Fucking
squeeze
scrub.
it. The freshman out of Chicago.
Looked like a charge to me.
Coming from behind, too. There was an opportunity for a block shot. You have to try to pick up that
It
charge.
was close, though. I
Goes
guess.
right back to the line again.
Official men's bracket game of NCAA March Madness Live. Play.ncaa.com or in the March Madness Live app.
Spirit, just like John touched on with the ability for North Carolina to appear, and they have been scoring easier than San Diego State. The question becomes, can San Diego State be patient enough, attack, and get good shots at the same time against what I think is a much better Carolina defense than they've been told about. Everybody's been
that might be what it is too, Silk.
This is now the Tar Heels' biggest lead. This will show you where these two teams sit in the baby brackets. The 2-11 seeds, winner moving on to take on Ole Miss. So B.J. Davis, after a brief rest, back onto the floor for Brian Dutcher as we hit the 11-minute mark.
Good communication so far.
Good D by Carolina.
Especially right here in this possession.
Shot clock at 4 as Watts
Tough shot.
stays. Boy, it looked pretty good with that shot. Couldn't put it down, and it's last touched by the Tar Heels.
Yeah, but when you have a 7-footer who has to fall away to get their shot off, that's a good sign for Carolina's defense.
Carolina's playing good defense right now.
So the shot clock resetting to 20.
Last few possessions.
Oh, there you go. Orville Davis stuck in. Boy, he bobbled it initially.
Sure did.
Boy, they're going to catch a break. Last touch by the Tar Heels.
This is a layup.
Another chance.
Another layup he blew.
Catches it cleanly, like you just said, Spiro. And that bobble allowed Davis to climb the ladder just then and block it. Let me deflect it out.
I'm not surprised, Jazzed up. I'm not surprised. They're fucking retarded.
The 4-15 shooting, that's a 26% clip. Can they get their offense going here?
Pretty good job by Dremel just then defensively also.
Pass the ball.
Out front.
On the wing, this is Bird. He will sling it. Well, sure.
Got a man wide open on the other side.
Jackson surrounded. Boy, B.J. Davis never gave one thing back.
The offense San Diego State's running. North Carolina has no problem defending man-to-man.
Curry just then transition defense.
Tough inbounds. He is tracked down by Lubin. Here he comes.
That was a foul.
And more free throws coming up for Carolina.
That all started out by the three-point line, Spiro. When that ball was thrown out, defensively they gambled and it paid off for Carolina. They never quite got back into a position to get in front of them. I guess that you got the foul on that one. You could choose one of three guys.
All of them.
Jim, that's going to be the second personal against Watts, so that's a potentially big call. Looks like he may be taking a seat here with 10:22 left in the half.
Looked like the guy on the
10-point lead, Carolina.
Grabbed the arm first, too.
So he will indeed sit with the
halfway
board
through the first half.
There's Val and Lubin at the free throw line. Young man who has been sensational of late. Just a tremendous run in the ACC tournament last week in Charlotte. 4 double-doubles in his last 5 games. And the junior Jim has been their second leading scorer since the middle part of February.
20-10 number against Duke the last time out. Carolina has us going in the right direction right now.
Look at that number right here. Last time they've had a double-digit lead. They haven't given up any of these. Free throw numbers key.
There you go.
Coming with some nasty.
They're going to get some buckets in the lane.
For a guy who's really over his last 7 games is 19 for 24 from the floor. Get shots like that, you can see why he's shooting 80%.
So Aztecs desperately needed that.
Wow, another 3.
Withers. Second 3 of the half.
They're the
For
worst.
the graduate from Charlotte.
You know, sometimes you can sense when a team is really getting the rhythm offensively. I sense that the Carolina team is getting the rhythm at the defensive end of the floor rather than the offense. Bird, there you go.
Couldn't squeeze it.
Oh, boy.
Ahead of the package, Trimble, and it's all Tar Heels.
Tar Heels up 14. 9:17 to go in the first. Timeout, San Diego State. Yeah, fuck that place, man. That place I almost lost my life working there. That job ruined so many fucking things for me. I'm so glad I don't work there anymore. I heard they're laying people off now, too. And I heard DeJoy is stepping down or leaving the Postal Service. I worked there for almost 5 years, man. That place is a fucking dump. Dump. They treat people like dog shit, too. But I know they've been laying people off, making people go work at other post offices lately. A few of my buddies told me. One of my buddies hit me up and he said he's ready to fucking quit. He's been there like 10 years. He don't give a fuck no more. And he's on the 40. He said that there's no one to work. And everyone's got to work overtime every day. They're off list every day. That's what sucks about that place. Even when you don't want the overtime, they force it on you so you can have no life. Not a good job if you want to have any type of life. It ruined my relationship. It played a big role in fucking up my life, that job. Big part of it. You think you're working for the government and they're going to treat you good and shit? Nope. It's the most backward fucking run place in the world. Fuck that place. Ugh. Even once I made regular, I had to work overtime constantly because we were always off list. Yeah, but they're for the people, right, Jet? Everything Democrats do is a complete contradiction of what they claim they are for. We're for the American people, but we don't want to do anything to help them. Just illegals in war-torn countries.
Over the top, especially with the way San Diego State gets back usually on defense. That was a perfectly thrown pass by Cadeau.
So how does San Diego State respond now? You see the run for the Tar Heels, 14-2 over the last 3-13. Compton, little flicker.
What are you doing? He's fucking terrible.
I think it's Cadeau. It's just an out-of-control shot. Nice recovery, though, by Compton getting back.
The big man, number 5 for San Diego State, he's had some fucking horrible shots. And he's had a couple turnovers, or he's taken horrible shots where it's just a fucking turnover anyway.
Again, it's the thing about the Aztecs. They're not a great offensive team. Can't afford to fall into these big holes. Already playing down 14.
They have to start by getting the stops, obviously, too, which was well defended just then. I think you see Boyd try to take over a little bit more from the backcourt position, number 2 in white.
See the breakdown in the shooting numbers for the Aztecs. 27% overall, 5 of 18 from the field.
They're trying to squeeze the floor.
Carolina's switching everything, too.
Here he is from the outside, but that's not going to go.
Long 3 from Boyd. Tar Heels Jim will give him that shot all night.
San Diego State is ice cold. Carolina's playing tough defense. They're switching on fucking every screen, playing very well. San Diego State's not playing well either. They haven't made any shots.
Give them that outside shot, but they prove that they can put some of the tough catch.
Bird got him cleanly up top, but maybe Boyd with the bump down low will put Lubin at the free throw line. Carolina a chance to push this thing to a 16-point lead.
See the way they can.
San Diego State also fucking has missed 3 layups already. Wide open. Things you can't do.
North Carolina 22-13. They were 13-7 in a really kind of a down year for the ACC. They finished in a three-way tie for fourth place with Wake Forest and SMU. And then in the ACC tournament, they really kicked it into another gear. They beat Notre Dame, took down Wake Forest before that heartbreaker against Duke, Jim, in the semis. But really the last 2 months after
fucking lazy ass cheerleaders not
first
caring.
half of the season that anyone hoped in Chapel Hill. One thing Hubert Davis touched on in our chat with him yesterday, really proud of the fortitude, the mental toughness that his team has shown. Saying whatever you will.
Another turnover almost.
They should have gotten that at-large bid. Look at the way they're collapsing right there, though, Spiro. They just shut things down.
Stepped out. Another
Really
turnover.
in the middle of the paint.
Wow.
Because if you're not shooting the ball from the three-point stripe, they get allowed to cheat like that and squeeze the middle of the floor.
Coleman Jones, the turnover, and we will break. You're watching True TV's exclusive coverage of the first four. Built by
San Diego State looks like a high school team against the college team right now. They look like they fucking are going to choke. They look like fucking deer in the headlights. Carolina's playing very good defense right now. And I don't think San Diego State has the size it looks like right now either to fuck with them. Doesn't look like they have the size because even when they go down low, the guys aren't fucking making moves to get to the hoop. When they try to, they get stripped or turn it over because they're not used to operating that way. I'm surprised. I thought San Diego State would be a formidable matchup. Still a lot of time left. Still a lot of time left. See what happens. A little over halfway through the first half. Carolina's rolling. Yeah, I don't think I would have touched that one, Silk. Yeah, I did too, Jet. Even though I don't like them. Even though I don't like North Carolina, I did think they would win. I just don't like their coach. I don't like Hubert Davis. I don't like how people treat Carolina. Duke gets the same treatment too. I thought West Virginia should have got in over them. There were a couple teams I thought that were better than Carolina. But I think they always give North Carolina some shine because there's a lot of North Carolina fans. Jordan went to North Carolina amongst so many other greats. They've had so many great players go through there that them not being in the tournament, they probably fucks up the money. I'm sure they earn a lot of money with Carolina being in the tournament. And North Carolina, it's one of they have a member of the selection committee that's part of the North Carolina basketball program. He's not allowed to vote if Carolina makes it or not, but I think that's fucked up. I don't think that should be allowed. That seems like some backdoor good old boy shit to me.
They is such an excellent defensive team. They get deflections and steals. And then number two is we're playing great defense. We're finishing the possessions with a rebound, and then it's allowing us to get out in transition where all year we've been pretty good.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
John Hubert Davis, fourth season at the helm of his alma mater. Was a memorable 2022 rookie season, becoming the first coach to reach the Final Four in his first season since Bill Guthridge back in '98.
San Diego State needs some stops.
How this game began with his team throwing the ball all over the place. Look at this finish now.
Oh, man.
Angry flush for the Tar Heels.
He just shit on him bad.
But then they settled down like that play just showed on the offensive end. They are really clicking right now.
31-13. Holy shit.
2-run for North Carolina.
Nothing easy for San Diego State.
Well, this is
Another
danger
miss.
time right now for the Aztecs. Missed 3 from Boyd. And very few second chance opportunities for San Diego State. And for a team that
Nice
a lot of the experts felt like shouldn't have been here.
Oh, that was pretty.
North Carolina is
Little finger roll.
Luck may have gotten a finger on that ball just then with the partial.
20-2 run for North Carolina. San Diego State's fucking cooked. There's a lid on the basket. They might not get out of the first half with 20 points. That's fucking pathetic.
High above the rim. Lubin with a forceful finish in tight.
Especially when you don't have to dribble it, catch it, and pump to the basket.
Jim, what can you do here to try to generate some points if you're Brian Dutcher?
Probably.
Well, like in that first game with Alabama State in the second half, they turned it into like a driving type team. But look at the way they're closing the floor down. They just
Here you go. There's one of the hoop. Misses the dunk.
We'll get a late whistle. It's going to
He fucking scrub.
at the free throw line.
that one was going to make a highlight reel just then.
That was like a good block.
That'll be his second. Seth Trimble.
Oh, I got him.
Waiting to
He
check
got
in
him.
at the table for Hubert Davis.
He got him.
And that's one that Groff felt like he should have finished. What a redshirt freshman year it was for this young man.
Looks like fucking bowl. And Klang can't hit a free throw. We don't practice free throws. We can dunk.
Playoffs, NHL on TNT playoff coverage begins April 19th on TNT, TBS, and Max. Boone Grofford, who just hopped on with his first game since February 22nd. He's missed the last 7 with the hyperextended right knee. Mountain West Freshman of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year as a redshirt freshman this season for Brian Dutcher.
Me too, Silk.
And they have to make up a lot of ground defensively.
Tough little floater from Withers.
Pretty good
It ain't over yet,
defensively,
though.
too, just then.
Horrible pass.
Boy, Nick Boyd fortunate that was last touched by Carolina underneath with 24 seconds to shoot.
San Diego State's all
Aztecs just
discombobulated.
one basket in the last 6.5 minutes.
Offensively, really bad.
I keep pointing it out, Spiro, the way North Carolina.
Then they're not getting back in
man-to-man
transition.
defense is, I call it like cheating to the middle of the floor, but they will park their guys right in this area when the ball is on one side of the floor. Watch, there's a nice little slip cut, doesn't get it to go.
Taj DeGorville won't get a better look than that. Up the floor quickly, Trimble up and under.
Bullying him.
Get it all working.
Well, a little hops right there for Trimble. Thought he was going to lay that off for a 2-on-1 opportunity.
For the Aztecs are taking it on the chin.
21.
Carolina. It's a 21-point differential. DeGorville looking for some daylight.
See the help.
No one going to help him. No one hitting the glass.
And Bird's still looking for his first basket. And look at that scoring ledger. The balance, the efficiency from the Tar Heels is incredible. Three-pointer from Trimble, rebound Heidi.
Well, 15 minutes of basketball says anything. Says that Carolina belongs in this game right now.
Well, you think they've answered the question? This is Boyd.
Another
This is
mystery.
Bradley. Offensive rebound. Block.
Finally, good work off the offensive glass just then. But they got a big hill to climb here. Their job right now is to try to get this thing down.
You gotta get stops.
Carolina wants to keep the.
You gotta get stops and you need buckets.
Mismatch down low if they want to take it. Here it is. See if they clear out on
Washington stepping middle and makes it look easy.
A little roll.
good execution, good recognition. everything going right, as you just touched on, for Carolina.
Washington, the junior out of Gary, Indiana. With 4:19 left in the half. Carolina's lead back to 21 points. Here's Boyd.
Stupid shot.
Hasn't been his night so far. Nick Boyd now 2 of 9.
2 of 9.
6 of 25 as a team.
Did you warm up, bro? Holy shit.
RJ Davis.
Pretty quick with the ball. Then here's that
Fucking
mismatch again. Small versus big.
Cadeau.
It's over the top, I believe.
This will be on Washington underneath. And that's a rare miscue offensively in what has been just an offensive clinic for the Tar Heels.
And here's part of the clinic. Get it to your big guy down deep. 6'10", nice soft touch, and gets a friendly roll.
Maybe your plans for the
Oh, cool. Thank you, Scun. Awesome. I'm really going to send whoever wins a prize. I'm surprised more people didn't sign up. It's free. Thank you for signing up. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to give back and have some fun. I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record. If you're having trouble with the link, all you got to do is email me at nateslivetalk@yahoo.com, and I will email you the links that way. If anyone's having trouble with the link to join our bracket challenge, it doesn't cost any money. If you're having trouble with the link, email me at nateslivetalk@yahoo.com. It doesn't matter how you spell Nate's Live Talk. It's just nateslivetalk@yahoo.com. I will contact you. I have people email me every day that watch the show. I contact them. They can vouch. I am not doing it to screw you over. I will not drive you crazy, emailing you all the time, calling you, whatever. I will not bother people like that. I'm not that guy. I'm not a scammer. I'm just trying to have some fun and grow my channel and give back a little. I'll post the link again right now for the chance to win a prize. Whoever wins it all is going to win a prize. Person with the most wins. Very simple. You may have to go on your computer for the link to work. I don't know. If the link doesn't work, email me, nateslivetalk@yahoo.com, and I will send it to you. I will continue to put the link up throughout the evening. It's probably easier to do on a computer anyway, because the way you got to navigate everything, it's a pain in the ass on a phone. What up?
23:49 left before halftime. What an offensive display we've seen from North Carolina. 37-26. The shooting numbers off the charts.
6 for 25, San Diego State. You ain't going to win many games hitting 6 shots unless you're living at the free throw line.
The three-point shooting. You know, the one thing to re-emphasize, I think, is that when you look at San Diego State's 16 on the board, obviously they've struggled with offense, but they're a good defensive team, and Carolina just put a clinic on it so far with 37 points already.
Did I say 37-26, Jim? I'm at 37-16. 21-point differential.
I think everybody knows.
Late here. Here's a three-point badly needed basket by Coleman Jones.
You just have to find a stop or two if you're San Diego State.
There's a deep three from Jackson. That won't go.
It's a good-looking shot, though. I thought that one was going to go.
That's a start for Brian Dutcher and the staff. We get a 3-minute stop. Here's McKinney.
Good defense.
Davis.
North Carolina's playing great man-to-man. Yeah, boy.
Missed everything.
Bro, if you can't get motivated to study, Find something that motivates you in life. I wish all I had to worry about was studying. Fucking study or don't. You want to be a bum or you want to get paid? You want to have money, you want to be broke. Fucking motivate.
How would they come here tonight? All the pressure, all the conversation the last couple of days, but boy, they have answered that question resoundingly to this point.
Yeah, I think you got to go back to what Hubert Davis said. He basically said yesterday to us that, we can't dwell on the fact that we were supposed to not get in or get in and worry about it. We got a game to play, and boy, they really are playing well.
Boy, Davis, pretty floater, just couldn't hit it.
Another good look right there for Davis.
Nah, we're not doing this.
2.5 for the half. Here's Davis to the rim. The tap by Compton, no. And Tony Padilla says stay right here underneath out of bounds with 20 seconds to shoot. So an 18-point game with 2:22 left. Can they make a push here with the Aztecs shooting 25% from the field if you've just joined us? San Diego State team that went 14-6 in the Mountain West Conference this season.
Carolina guards have really shut people down out front. Just not letting them catch the ball in the perimeter. You're not comfortable as a player.
Trimble, little Euro step. And he's going to shoot free throws. Trimble really good tonight, drawing fouls.
And when you are playing with an 18-point lead like this, you can play a little bit more carefree and positively and just continue to hammer away at it, and that's all they're doing. They're looking at the front window, not the rear view mirror right now. The rear view window, they're just going right after it, straight down.
Well, stay tuned. AT&T at the half comes your way next. We'll get you back to our Atlanta studios. Adam Lefkoe, Jay Wright, Jalen Rose, Seth Davis. Get you to the first half thoughts. So Seth Trimble already his 5th and 6th free throws of the half. That was the 6th team foul against the Aztecs. And this thing right back to a 20-point lead. And the winner of this one moving on to Milwaukee. Ole Miss awaits.
Still a long way to go, but if they duplicate this second half with an offensive foul on Compton just then, Carolina were to duplicate this in the second half, they can leave here with a lot of confidence and move on. Yep. Screen.
So first on Compton.
John spoke to Davis about the turnovers that this team had early in this first half. They haven't turned it over in a while.
To go. Put him on skates.
Nice game.
Jay Davis and a
Great
late
call.
whistle.
Come on.
They're going to put Lubin at the free throw
We're
line.
up fucking 20.
Jimmy, the other thing, look at the numbers in this first half. San Diego State is the #1 field goal percentage defense in Division I. They hold opponents to 37.8 shooting. Carolina in this game is shooting it at a 57% clip.
Including a 5 for 7 number from the three-point stripe.
They are doing this against arguably the premier defense in the country.
I'm not saying.
Ryan Dutcher continues to keep the revolving door open to try to get fresh bodies out there. He's looking for a combination just to get something going on the offensive end.
Now the Tar Heels still haven't missed at the stripe. 12 of 12 for the half. And they have been near perfection so far.
I'm really impressed with their defense. As much as they are solid and beyond solid on the offensive end, it's the defense that's really overcooking it.
This is 3 on a 3.
it or not, he has that in his arsenal as a 7-footer and 37% from three. But just this goes to show you how difficult
Why
points
has
are.
he been in the game?
Get that for the 3-point shot for a
He's the only one playing well.
So inside of a minute left before the intermission, Carolina with possession, playing with supreme confidence.
Oh, man.
Davis gets the shoulders squared, and Carolina just can't
All
miss.
Carolina.
Little two-man action. Blowout gets it back from DeGorville, and he will shoot.
Davis knows how to score points. And he reads defenses as well as anybody. When they switch off on you and he sees an advantage, he just takes advantage of it in a hurry.
Jim, we mentioned it earlier, the three-point shot is the barometer for Hubert Davis's Tar Heels. When they have shot at 30% or better this season, they've won 20 of 25 games. Below 30%, they're 2-8. Tonight, 6 of 8 from the three-point line.
And obviously making the 6 is
Blowout.
6 out of 8 is a big number, Spiro, but I like the 8 shots they've taken. None of them have been hurried. None of them have been forced. Just in the nice flow of the offense. That's exactly how you want to really design it in your Hubert Davis.
32.9 left, late stages, first half. It's been all Tar Heels.
All Carolina.
True TV.
Holy shit. I didn't think it'd be this one-sided. Maybe, I guess Carolina belongs in the tournament. Maybe they belong. It looks like it so far. Just bullying San Diego State. Absolutely bullying them. See what's going on with my Celtics. See if they found a way to get a W tonight. Thank God. Celtics pulled it out. 104-96. Oh, no wonder why Tatum didn't play or Jaylen Brown. I was like getting a little worried. Like, why are we having so many problems with the Nets tonight? All right, that makes sense. Porzingis played. He had 25. Derek White had 18. Baylor Shireman, 20 points off the bench. That's cool. Celtics eke out a W. We'll take it. Golden State up 12-3 on the Bucks right now. Game just started. Fucking all Tar Heels. Holy shit.
Just when you think you might get a little bit of a stop on that play.
And a 3 to end the half.
Goodness.
Wow.
John Rothstein standing by with Seth Trimble.
Thanks, Spiro. Seth, how do you put a 47 on this defense in the first half?
We're focusing on the defensive end, doing what we need to do, getting shots. Then we're able to run, get out transition there, and then guys are doing a really good job just knocking down shots.
For a month, everybody has talked about the bubble. Are you looser now than you were the last month because you're already in the NCAA tournament as a team?
I mean, yes, sir, we're here now. Nothing to worry about but us now, so that's all. That's our only focus.
Have a great second half.
Thank you.
Spiro.
All right, John, that's a wise young man. What a performance.
Wow.
High efficiency offense from Hubert Davis and the Tar Heels. And a lot to talk about for Brian Dutcher and the Aztecs.
47-23, Carolina at the half. Holy shit. Jet, are you still in the building? Wonder if Jet's still in here. I'll show him that video quick. He might have hit the road.
time.
There you go, buddy. Hey, I want to show you this video quick, Jet. And this is supposed to be for all consoles. We'll get back to the game in a minute, guys. It's halftime. North Carolina's up by 20-something.
A superior smooth taste, North Plate. The global superior might be.
What's up, guys? Spartan85, and today I'm bringing you guys, well, a 1.0 trader glitch. And, you know, in Legacy, we have the old trader glitch where you can go back and smack.
So this works with every video game, supposedly. Jet. It's supposed to work on the console version. And you can do this even if you're in a single player thing. I'll let the guy explain it.
Piece with wood. I crafted just 50 of them, so they take 10 wood each. So if you have a bench or the flag, and you can have it and a little bit, if you want to say. So it's actually pretty easy to do. I'll go ahead and show you guys real quick. You're going to need wood double doors, and you can craft these with wood. I crafted just 50 of them, so they take 10 wood each. So if you have 500 wood, you can get that on the first night or the second night, whatever. You can craft 50 of these. Now you can craft as many of these as you want. You can go up to 500. I'm just showing you guys 50 right now, just to show that you can do this on, you know, the first couple days. You are going to need 2,500 coins. So if you want to do this, save up your coin to 2,500. You know, do some jobs, sell as much crap as you can, get 2,500 coin, and then you're going to need 5 spears, and they can be any level. I just chose level 1 spears just to show you guys real quick. You need the 2,500 coin to buy the vending machine that's in the trader. So let's go in here. Let's run to the vending machine here. And here it is. And you can do this on consoles. I should have mentioned that earlier. You can do this on Xbox or PS5. It works on 1.0, any version. And you're going to want to rent the vending machine. And this does work in single player too. I am in single player right now. I am not in multiplayer. So you can rent this. And you can put anything in here you want. The trader might buy it. They might not. It just depends on it. But we're going to add these double doors in there. And the reason we add these is because they only cost 10 wood a piece to craft. So let's go and throw ours in there. Just add them right here. And you can set the price with these two right here. You can go up or down. Let's leave it at 250. Now, if you just leave this for a couple days, the trader probably isn't going to buy these.
Oh, you watched it?
Let's put
Okay.
somebody else in there to force his hand into buying these. So we're going to add these 5 stone spears. And I have tested 4 spears. And
It's supposed to work. It's supposed to work. So I would try it. Fuck, you guys get so much crap you don't want to use anyway. Throw it in there. It might take them a little while to buy it, but it says to check back at like 4 or 5 days, and your money should be in there.
Crazy. San Diego State only putting up 23, shooting 27, 25, 50 from the floor. So North Carolina proving everybody wrong, huh, Seth?
I've been saying for days, North Carolina deserved to be in this tournament. I said it. No. Look, I mean, Hubert Davis talked about tuning out the noise. You know, sometimes you want to tune in the noise. And, you know, it's easy to connect the dots here. The fact is that North Carolina has been playing better over the last month. So this is not like it's coming out of nowhere. And I go back.
Just one. So
Thank you, guys.
Dermatologist.
That's why you need the real deal.
Go home, Bateman. Do a podcast or something.
Who's playing tomorrow?
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Dunkin's $6 meal deal. It's a big deal. You get a medium iced or hot coffee, sausage, egg, and cheese, and 6 toasty hash browns. It's the biggest deal.
America's playing somebody, and then Xavier's playing Texas. I don't know who MSM is. I gotta look. Oh, Mount Mary's. Mount St. Mary's. They've caused problems for people in the past, if I'm not mistaken. And Xavier, Texas could be a good game too. Yeah, I don't think Texas is that good. I didn't think Texas should have made the tournament. But they played well in their fucking conference championship. That's why they got in. Texas is only 19-15 on the year. But they played in a tough conference. They played in the SEC, so that's probably why they got in. We're going to see if the SEC was really as good as everyone said they were. Mike Tomlin had dinner with Jalen Milroe. Well, they need a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, man, if the Steelers don't get him and Russell Wilson doesn't want to fucking play for them, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. They're going to be fucked. Maybe it was a date. Maybe.
7 seconds. They make it 3.4. And then Micah Simpson. What a perfect pass. Amar Knox with the flush. Look at that. Right at the rim. Look at Aaron Rodgers, Hail Mary. That was not against the Lions, against the Cardinals. I'm sorry,
Calvin Johnson retired right after that.
Man, Alabama State gets the W. They will face Auburn, a school that Coach Madlock was an assistant with about a decade ago.
Hey, listen. We're going to have to get on that road tonight. But listen, this is what it is, man. We told y'all about our games. All of them. But I told you, we spend more time on situational stuff. Touchdown, great pass. Way to go get it. Way to go get it. And then all I want this ball. I want this ball and I got to score this ball. Man, that's what you got to do, man. That is a winning play. That is a winning pass. That's everything, man. Everything that we talk about. Yeah, we ain't through. Let's keep playing.
You got Auburn coming up, man. You better be ready.
For Alabama State, can they pull off an FDU Purdue?
Well, they got a better chance than St. Francis. That's what happens when you get to win and play the game. So let's tee it up. I kind of like Auburn's chances. I mean, normally when a team like Auburn loses a game like this, it's because you take them out of their comfort zone, really slow them down, grind them out. I don't think Alabama State's going to try to do that. I think they are happy to get up and down and try to take care of the basketball.
Auburn's going to run them the fuck over. I'll be shocked.
Kind of similar to what we're seeing from North Carolina tonight. Auburn came into the tournament having lost 3 of its last 4, a little bit of shine. I think maybe them getting that back down and dirty and focus is a pretty good thing.
Yeah. But we know
I'm predicting Auburn to win the game.
Alabama State's not going to turn it over. No, they won't. It's going to be interesting if they can turn Auburn over at all. But I think the mentality that Bruce Pearl is trying to get his team back to, and he felt like they were really hungry early in the season, and they lost that hunger a little bit. He's trying to insert that right now going into the tournament, and Alabama State could be the ones that take the brunt of that in the first game.
Absolutely. And if you're not on Bama State's bus or in their locker room or part of their family, everybody, including me, is going to pick Auburn, right? But it was so gratifying to watch how they didn't get off to a great start and found a way to keep their identity and find a way to come back to win. Absolutely.
Alabama State's going to find out real quickly how fucking good Auburn is. Auburn's tough. Auburn could win it all. They could. I've been boned by Auburn a few times too in the brackets. But you know what? Jalen Milroe is fucking... He can run. He's got a strong arm. He makes bad decisions. And you can't do that in the NFL. So, I see the thing that scares me if I was a fucking Steelers fan, if you don't get Rodgers, even if they get Rodgers, they got to draft a quarterback. Or even if they get Wilson back, they got to draft a quarterback either way. But if you don't have one of those guys, you go into the regular season with fucking a rookie quarterback, Mason Rudolph, and whoever else you pick up. So, who the fuck knows? I think Rodgers will go to either Pittsburgh or to Minnesota. Yeah, right, Jet? Aaron Rodgers is just trying to fucking squeeze as much money as he can to go to where he wants. That's why he's holding out. He's not fucking stupid. But how long do you wait? How long do you fucking wait? Yeah, they finally spent their money on them guys. They're gonna that's gonna help them offensively, you would think, but see, when you can't pay everyone. You can't pay everyone. Eventually, like, it's gonna take away from them defensively. They're gonna have to get a young defense and hope that the defense is good. Because that's how you get young players. You're gonna have draft picks. So they're going to probably have a draft where they draft a ton of young guys and hope they can play. And if they, the Bengals can put up 40 points most games, 30 points. But when you play better teams, them 40-point nights and 30-point nights turn into 20-point nights. And when the playoffs come, it usually don't work. So we'll see what happens. Aaron Rodgers has got people at his fucking... He's really fucking with some teams right now. Pittsburgh the most. Pittsburgh's in fucking quarterback purgatory right now. Pittsburgh is in quarterback purgatory until Rodgers makes up his fucking mind. And then even if Pittsburgh doesn't land Rodgers and they decide to go back to Wilson has all the bargaining power. Whoever ends up being their quarterback out of those two guys, if they land one of them, they're going to have to pay through the fucking nose. Which sucks for them. Because they've already spent a ton of money. So, they're going for broke this year. Pittsburgh's going for broke. They're trying to win a Super Bowl this year. But it all depends on fucking who their quarterback is. Yeah, he's gonna, I'm sure. But I got a funny feeling fucking... Unless he doesn't want to look like Brett Favre because they called him Brett Favre his entire career. I don't know. The Vikings and Pittsburgh are like very close to as good as each other. I think the Vikings and Pittsburgh are like, they're kind of the same team. They both have good receiving cores now. Vikings defense played most of the season well. The offensive line shit the bed at the end of the year. I don't know. I think they're pretty even. And both divisions are fucking tough. Both of those divisions are a motherfucker. So it's not like you're gonna play a lot of good teams in each division. If he goes to Minnesota, he's gonna play the Packers twice. The Bears suck, but they're getting better. and they got to play Detroit twice. If he goes to Pittsburgh, he's got to play the Ravens twice. He's got to play the Bengals twice. And who else? Ravens, Bengals, and Cleveland. What, Cleveland's fucking terrible, but Cleveland usually finds a way to fucking knock a couple of those teams off one time out of two. So both divisions are fucking tough. Yeah, but Cleveland isn't that bad, man. They just had a bad year. I'm telling you. The year before, they were 12-5. They had no quarterback this year. They were better off with Joe Flacco. He took them to the playoffs the year before. Let's not forget. Quarterback play is huge. Yeah, but so are the other ones. Well, I get what you're saying, but the Lions play indoors, but the Minnesota plays outdoors. You got to go to Lambeau. You got to go to Chicago. The fucking weather sucks. Just as bad as it does in the other places. So it's kind of the same fucking thing. Both situations are very close. I like the Vikings running game more than the Pittsburgh's. But other than that, I think they're pretty much the same teams. They're very close to each other. But he's going to hold out for a long fucking... I don't think he's going to make a decision for a while. He would have done it. Watch, tonight he'll come out and say he's going where he's going, but... Here we go, start of the second half. Carolina up by 24. Well, they wouldn't resign Harris.
Brian Dutcher-Spiro.
Pittsburgh didn't want him.
The game. We also can't keep giving into frustration. Frustration is the enemy for every player. That can't be us. We have to fight through that and bring fight to this game, Spiro.
John, North Carolina, their 9th time in the last 12 games that they scored at least 40 points in a half.
Another tough shot.
As the Aztecs come up empty on their first trip.
What up, Marky?
Corner three from Withers won't go.
Everybody from San Diego State has to be happy that that shot did not go in.
Another three they missed.
They just keep firing, but nothing's going down for them.
So San Diego State, 24% from the field, and B.J. Davis now jumped 1 for 5. This isn't an offense that can ill afford to have their top couple of scorers struggle to this extent. Where they got Lubin right at the rim. Shot clock didn't reset, it's at 6. Davis, little bump, fires over B.J.
another three, Carolina.
Well, what's happening too is, and it happened late in that first half, San Diego State works that shot clock down to about 5, and Davis just understands that as well as any player.
Yeah, I heard Shedeur Sanders might end up in fucking New Orleans. That's what they're trying to do. See if they can find a way to fucking, if Sanders slips in the draft. All of a sudden, some teams are saying they don't want anything to do with Shedeur Sanders. I don't understand why. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what ESPN and Ryan Clark keep saying. I think it's just them spreading woke bullshit. I think ESPN's just fucking trying to light up fires and cause racial problems. In all honesty.
State, just how good this defense is with what they've built the last couple of years with Brian Dutcher, and of course it started before him with Steve Fisher. They held 2 teams this season to 47 points or less in a half, in an entire game, I should say. And look at what the Tar Heels have done already.
Keep in mind, the Tar Heels have scored 90 or more points 11 times this year. So, we've spoken about it in the first half. They can really, really do some damage on the offensive end. But I think if you brought Hubert Davis over here right this second and asked him what was better, both are good, but what was better, defense or offense for him, I'll bet you he would lean towards the defensive side.
First miss free throw of the night for the Tar Heels. And now possession after that intentional whistle On the wing, this is Withers. On the box, the ball movement, Cadeau, swatted by Guaf. 7th in Division I this season in blocks.
Averaging 2.6, and he can time it, and he stays away from you at the same time. Incredible timing. Just the extra passes that Carolina is making.
RJ Davis, maybe a little bit of contact play, an off-knee late whistle. But Doug Sermon's willing lead put RJ Davis at the free throw line. It's on BJ Davis. And the frustration for Brian Dutcher and company continues.
I thought it was a touch late. I think he gets him on the elbow.
Come on, that's
so
a terrible
right call.
I didn't even look like he touched him.
Blown a fraction late.
Jimmy,
fucking Christ. North Carolina's had a lot of free throws, man. Holy shit. 51-23 Carolina. About to be 54-23 if he knocks all three of these down. San Diego State isn't even on the same fucking level tonight. Terrible.
Far can this team go?
Well, it might turn into a conversation of like one of those, I don't really want to play them next, you know? When you hear people say that, you don't want to play this team. If you can avoid them, avoid them. There are some teams in the NCAA that have caught the heat at the right time. I always think it's like the last 8 games of the regular season into the tournament. And Ole Miss is watching this game, and I'm thinking they're scratching their heads saying, the team that might not have been in here is going to be playing us most likely.
So this is not your typical last team in the field as BJ Davis gets run from the top of the key. Well, we know, Jim, a team from the first 4 has advanced to the round of 32 in each of the last 4 NCAA tournaments as Lubin with an easy deuce.
Just continue to really stack up the assists, Bureau. There are 11 assists for their 16 buckets. Just everybody involved. I'm almost getting the feeling right now with the way Carolina is playing at the offensive end. Nobody's hunting down a shot. Finally, San Diego State gets a couple in a row to go, but they're not hunting shots. They're passing the basketball, and they're passing it 2 or 3 extra times when necessary.
So 3 minutes gone by in the second half. Aztecs were looking for something early in the half just to get their confidence up. The Tar Heels continue to play at such a high level. As Bird, little hesitation maneuver. And Bird, Jim, still looking for his first points incredibly. Young man who averaged nearly 13 per game.
See that play there with Lubin reading the ball. A lot of times the bigs forget to watch the ball, Spiro. He had his hands up, getting ready to catch it. Just an easy finish for him.
A witness why AEW is the future of the fight. Don't miss the explosive action of All Elite Wrestling's Wednesday Night Dynamite, live at 8 on TBS and streaming on Max. So we're to have you with us, Dayton, Ohio, first night of the first 4 as we begin this 2025 version of the Big Dance. Spiro Ditas, John Rothstein, rest of our True TV crew. Withers goes up and under.
You notice the way North Carolina is reading the big guy, too. They know he's in there, but they're not afraid to challenge him, but they're making passes around him.
A little bit long on the stroke that time was Jared Coleman-Jones. And then a loose ball foul.
What a fucking blowout.
You know, it was interesting. We spoke to Hubert Davis about what that emotional scene was like after the ACC semifinal loss to Duke, where Withers had the lane violation of a free throw that would have tied that game in the closing seconds. He said when they got back into the locker room, Withers collapsed on the floor, overcome with emotions, but seeing his teammates as Guaf is going to earn a trip to the free throw line. Seeing his teammates pick him up, Hubert said, was so moving, and just it really made him proud of this group. And look at how they've responded here just a couple of days later.
And I'll add to that too, Spiro, the fact that Hubert Davis joined him together to answer questions after that game. I thought that was a class move on Hubert Davis, and you know, you got to be devastated if you're that kid. There's no other word to use.
John, what do you got?
Well, guys, no doubt about it. And I also think it should be pointed out that part of the reason why North Carolina has made a jump in the last month has been Withers and Van Lubin in the front court. And Withers has had a big part of this three-point shooting. Guys, last year in North Carolina, Jalen Withers only made 4 three-point shots. This year, entering tonight, he was at 36. He's completely recalibrated that area of his game. And as we're seeing, it's helping the Tar Heels, Spiro.
He's just taken such a massive leap. Second year in the program after his 3 years at Louisville. And if this team makes it...
Even though these, like, Carolina's blowing out San Diego State, watching these two teams play and the two teams I watched play earlier, I don't think any of these teams, Carolina could play tough, and they're North Carolina, so they could scare some people and shit. But I don't see them upsetting people once they get up against anyone in the top 5 seeds. It could happen. But even looking at North Carolina, they're not your usual North Carolina. They don't have the size they usually have. They've been unranked almost all year long. They could turn it on late maybe, but I watched North Carolina tonight and throughout the year. I don't think they have the horses to run with Auburn, Duke, Alabama. I don't. Duke beat the shit out of them most of the game during the conference tournament. North Carolina made a late run, but Duke didn't have Cooper Flagg, and they still won. Cooper Flagg's 20 points, 10 rebounds minimum, and probably 5 or 6 assists, couple blocks, a steal. And I think most of the teams in this tournament, once you get outside the top 10 teams overall, top 10 teams overall, none of them seeds above them. I don't think you're going to see many upsets as far as your top 1s, 2s, 3s getting knocked off. I don't think you're going to see it this year. I watched a fair amount of college basketball, and I not just ranked teams, and the unranked teams I've watched in every conference play ranked teams get fucking destroyed. Worse than any year I've ever seen in my life. I think the competition with them, like the level of athlete and player they have, the top programs in the country, I don't think this is the year that those teams are going to lose. That NIL deal is changing basketball like crazy. It's changed football too, but it's really fucking with basketball. Really fucking with basketball now too. They got a kid that's going to get paid $7 million to go play at BYU next year, I think. I'm pretty sure it's BYU. The kid's a fucking beast. Going to make $7 million to play college. Fucking crazy. Crazy. And then say he doesn't want to go pro, which I doubt. But if he doesn't want to go pro and someone offers him more money to go somewhere else the next year, he can do it. These guys are all paid mercenaries now. It's crazy.
The effort, the push, I like the way they're getting the basketball off the defensive side of the floor and then looking to go down the court in a hurry. It's just been, Hubert Davis has to be totally happy with this, and obviously he's not finished working over there because he still has just under 16 minutes to go, but this has been a clinic so far.
And forcing turnovers, Jim, actually has been a weakness for this team, this North Carolina team this season.
Terrible. Here comes Carolina again.
And a missed opportunity for San Diego State as we play with 15 and change left in regulation.
Small versus big. Let's see what he does now.
RJ Davis, little hesitation. The kick, Withers. And the loose change by Bird. Weeks out.
Still got a terrific shot, though.
Here comes Nick Floyd. Watching floater. Young man had to overcome the foot fracture, the surgery, middle part of July, 3-month recovery, Jim, after the surgery. He's come so far in what has been a terrific season for Brian Dutcher and his team. As we get a whistle here against the Aztecs, and we mentioned it at the top. It used to be at San Diego State with Steve Fisher and Brian Dutcher. You'd have to sit on the bench, earn your keep for a couple of years before you saw the floor. Dutcher has had to play more first-year players with this team, maybe than he ever has in the past.
Yeah, and as we touched on in the first half, 90% of his scoring was lost from last year's team, and 90% of the minutes.
Oh, tough shot
right there, coming off the screen too for Davis, but they almost look tonight. Carolina is making them look like they lost a whole lot of points and minutes from last year's team, with North Carolina's been dominating.
This is Guath on the box, drop steps.
Mr. Bunny layup.
Put it down, Lugan clears. Here comes Trimble. Boy, he is a flash. Quickly gets down the paint.
What a stupid play.
Goodness, Cadeau has been all over the
now you're going to limp up the court.
Against Boyd.
Fuck out of here.
Elliot Cadeau, by the way, tonight, 7 points, Jim, 10 assists. That was his 3rd steal. One turnover. Beautifully timed. As soon as that ball...
San Diego State is being outclassed big time. They don't even look like they belong on the fucking same court. They don't even look like a D1 team tonight.
In the game. Withers on the attack. Contact from Guath, and Withers going to shoot too.
And they're an 11 seed? How? How the fuck are they an 11 seed? North Carolina barely got in too. And fucking they're wiping the floor with you.
Due to an injury, he has been forced to redshirt, so a guy that was probably a first-team All-Mountain West player was not able to play for the Aztecs. They're still in the NCAA tournament, but obviously this team would have been more formidable if he could play this year.
Yeah, redshirted, hoping to have him next year. And those 2 injuries, Boyd was just coming back from the foot surgery, right on the eve of training camp, and really within the span of just a couple of days, Waters went down with his foot injury. And obviously, it has been an uphill climb to try to fill the big expectations that this team had.
But keep in mind, they're still 21-9 coming in tonight, 14-6 in their conference. So
it's a testament to this step.
Exactly.
Aaron pass a little bit too far in front of Trimble, and that is a North Carolina turnover.
And the one thing you can expect, though, San Diego State.
A lot of people are not happy that Carolina got in over West Virginia or Indiana. There was a couple teams that people really felt should have got in over Carolina. You know what it was? Carolina won a couple games in the SEC, in the ACC tournament, and they hung in there with Duke. But everyone sees Carolina, right? Oh, they hung in there with Duke. Yeah, Duke without Cooper Flagg. It wasn't the real Duke. It's still a good team. They're probably still a top 25 team, but they're not the same. They didn't hang in there with Duke with Cooper Flagg. And I think they should have considered that. I think they were like, oh, they almost beat Duke. They got to be in. When they didn't, they almost beat Duke without the best player in the country. It wasn't a real Duke team. It wasn't the real Duke team that's going to be playing in the tournament. 64-36. Carolina just banged another 3. Holy shit.
It looks so easy out there. Not to say that it is, but he is 7 for 10 from the floor. 5 for 5. 3-point shots. Quick release.
Carolina's all-time leader in threes and games played. Graduate player out of White Plains, New York.
Get it out.
3-pointer rims out for McKinney. Davis into the corner. Jackson. Carolina's still working hard. Loose balls. Boyd and Trimble get tangled up, and it belongs to the Aztecs.
I was just going to say the same thing, Spiro, that, you're up 28 points, and they're just not pulling back one bit, which is a great sign for North Carolina at this point.
Love to see that sportsmanship between those two. I think Boyd's going to take a seat. What a career it's been for Boyd, the graduate player, part of that Florida Atlantic Final Four team a couple of years ago with Dusty May.
Struggling tonight from the field at 3 for 12.
McKinney elevates. Just can't get that three-pointer to drop now. 4 of 21 are the Aztecs tonight from deep. Triple drive from Davis.
Pretty good balance by North Carolina.
What is that?
San Diego State's Davis going to earn a trip. Seth Trimble a little bit mystified at that call. And B.J. Davis to the line. Elliot Hugo is going to check back into the game here, and R.J. Davis is going to take a seat. And a nice ovation for behind that bench.
Yeah, real good effort by Davis. So smooth, under control. Turnover number pretty good, even though it was at 9, but it was early 6. It was 6 in the first 5 minutes of this game for North Carolina.
The last whistle officials will not
again. Upstairs.
Jackson. Boy, and then the putback. Boy, give Trimble all kinds of credit. He's had some great hustle plays tonight for Carolina. And the lead is 30.
And they just keep pushing, too. Selective running.
Jackson. And they are teeing off against this Aztecs defense.
Horrible.
Unbelievable. Carolina 10 of 15 from deep.
Look at on those numbers in the first half, Spiro, in terms of when they're shooting the ball well from the three-point line. They're a different team. Most of you guys are on most teams.
B.J. Davis a chance at the N1 when we come back. A bunch of young Carolina fans, they're going gaga today.
31-point lead for Carolina. I've never seen San Diego State not show up like they did tonight in any tournament. I thought this was going to be a good game. I should have covered the other game. Fuck. What a fucking whooping. Complete whooping. Pathetic. In all honesty, it's pathetic. At this point, this game has become pathetic. Fucking terrible. What are we doing? Troy, where's Troy out of? Alabama? I think Troy's in Alabama. Well, Ohio, Alabama, I think. Kentucky's been up and down all year. They were really good starting out, then they hit a little bit of a wall. Let's see what's going on with the Bucks and Golden State during the commercial.
As the Warriors stand tall in the interior, though, the Greek Freak has been kind of regular. But you have two guys collapsing on it. An on-ball defender or whoever's in front, move your feet as well as you can, and then one more guy be ready to help. They haven't overhelped. And those two guys have done the job, and you're starting to frustrate him a little bit. You saw him shoot the air ball there, and he's like, what am I doing? He kind of hung a little too long. That's kind of his issue. If he shoots air balls, if he shoots it short, he jumps and hangs in the air too long and shoots it on the way down. So you got him thinking right now. Steve Kerr buying minutes with the depth here. Pat Spencer, Trace Jackson Davis. Teddy Hill to three after the timeout. What an ATO there. And Trace Jackson Davis set that last screen. It seemed like they were going a little bit of a zone, maybe a little miscommunication breakdown there for the Bucks defensively. A pretty good screen at the end. They made 8 threes last night. They made 8 threes in the first half here. Spencer in.
Nice.
Foul. There you go. Again, drive baseline, react to the.
Golden State up 12 on Milwaukee. Milwaukee's not having that great of a year in the NBA like usual. Tomorrow we got American and Mount St. Mary's in Xavier, Texas. I'll probably cover the Xavier, Texas game tomorrow night. If you guys want to join our free bracket challenge, click on the links in the pinned comment or in the chat. The winner with the most wins will get a prize sent to them from Nate's Live Talk. Oh, man, that's a goaltend. They called it a foul. Should have been a goaltend. That's a goaltend. Bet your ass. All North Carolina tonight. I'm shocked. I didn't think they would beat up on San Diego State like this. San Diego State doesn't have a team like they usually do this year either.
71-39. This proud San Diego State program, you just rarely see them have these kinds of nights. And you just hate to see it for these kids happen on this kind of a stage. So Miles Heidi is bumped. And now Miles Bird's still down on the deck. Just hasn't been his night. Just 2 points for Bird.
Oh, he rolled his ankle.
Looked like he may have turned that ankle. Oh, boy.
Oh, that hurts. Even if you don't do it all the way, it still hurts. Oh. That wasn't even a good one, and it hurts. Oh. I've done that so many times. In high school playing ball, and when I was younger playing, like when I was like from like 12 or 10 to fucking, since I was like 10 to 20 playing ball. I love playing basketball. I wish I could. My ankle has been fucking rolled so many times, I can't even play anymore in a real game because I fucking have the worst luck. I shoot a jump shot, someone comes underneath me, my foot goes right on top of theirs coming down. My fucking foot's purple for a week. Oh, it fucking hurts so bad. That's the worst injury in my opinion. Rolling an ankle fucking sucks. And every time you do it, it gets worse. And it hurts more. Oh.
Tonight, there's Trimble accelerating to the cup.
Hi, Lisa.
One of the things that's impressive watching North Carolina, too, is the speed of their guards. I mean, each and every one of the 3 guards that basically are out there, whether it's Cadeau, whether it's Trimble at the time, or Davis, are like lightning with the basketball.
3-pointer from B.J. Davis.
Open looks, you can't hit him.
Those 3-point struggles for the Aztecs continue. This is Ian Jackson into the paint.
Most of these guys have had no trouble going by their defender. And once again, San Diego State trademark is the defensive side of the floor.
So Jackson is going to sit for Hubert Davis. Cadeau now the inbounder. Davis the elevation, and he's going to shoot free throws.
If I was Carolina's coach, I'd pull all my starters very soon. At least a couple of them, get some rest. because they're going to have to come right back and play another game in like 2 or 3 days. They're starting to gain some momentum. Carolina looked good tonight. If I'm the coach, we're up by fucking 34. 9:20 to go. 9:27. Get these guys some fucking rest. I don't think you're going to blow a 34-point lead. 35 now.
But when you add the ACC, the players that have come through there, yourself included.
Nice drive. Finish point able to get to the rack as we come up on the 9-minute mark. 75-42, just hard to believe after the last couple of days.
Oh, that was nasty.
Surrounding this Carolina team as Lubin explodes to the cup. And we'll shoot a couple of free throws.
Lucky that didn't go.
Yeah, as you see this little lob to the basket, put right there, but fouled, or that would have been another flush. Just getting your hand in there quick enough as Coleman Jones. You start to think too, Spiro. There's 9 minutes left here, assuming they obviously hold on to this game in advance. The Ole Miss, they just wonder if they hit a run right now in this defense and offense. It's only one game, but they're 8-2 over their last 10 games. So I always look at the last, 8 to 10 games, regular season, and then into the tournaments and see how teams have been playing. When you think about it, I'd want to be 8-2 coming into the tournament. So then you put together a blast like this, and you start to think, well, the next game up, what are they going to look like? Will they look like this, or will they look like a bit of the inconsistent team that's been playing all season long?
Turnover by Glott. Powell up and under. And again, Jim, there's just something to be said for the teams that are able to come to the first four. Again, the circumstances aren't always ideal, having to play your way through here in the first four, but something to be said for able to hit the ground a little bit earlier than the other teams. Again, each of the last 4 years, a team from the first four has made it to at least the round of 32. And you think of all the deeper runs that we've seen. First ever first four, VCU, that incredible run to the Final Four.
And the other thing, just to tag that, when you said hit the ground,
Yeah,
they didn't hit the ground in Dayton. Their plane was delayed, right?
Especially like the last 4 or 5 years, it seems like they turn it on when it's time to go. But I feel like they get rewarded just for being North Carolina. They played really good tonight. I can't say anything. They kicked ass tonight. And they look like they belong tonight. But no other team gets away. Not many other teams get away with shit like that, If it wasn't North Carolina, look at West Virginia. Look, we were talking about the teams that were the last 4 out with better records than Carolina and tougher conferences. And they don't get the benefit because they're not in baby blue. That's how I feel. Yeah, rolling your ankle's the fucking worst. I don't care what anyone says. I've had skin grafts. I've had a lot of pain in my life. Rolling your ankle feels fucking horrible. Feels like someone cut the fucking thing off. A good one. Oh. 82-42, 40-point lead, 7:31 to go. Take the starters out. What the fuck are you doing? The game's over, man. They're all doing like this, talking shit. You're running up the score on fucking the team you've been up on 30 for fucking the last 20 minutes. That's why I don't like North Carolina, because they do shit like that. And it's not like they're doing it to Duke. They're doing it to San Diego State. What a fucking Donnybrook. I can't believe that fucking San Diego State didn't show up. They didn't show up. They played horrible. Usually, like, from watching them, San Diego State, over the last 20 years, they always at least give like a good effort. I can't remember a time watching San Diego State where they get fucking like just ran off the floor. Not like tonight. I'm really surprised. Maybe their program isn't as good as everyone thought. Or maybe Carolina's that good. I don't fucking know, but I can't remember a San Diego State team ever looking disconnected like this team tonight. Yeah, that's what I said, Silk. That's why I don't like Hubert Davis. He's a fucking idiot. He does it all the time. These guys got to go play in what, 2 days, 3 days? They just played fucking Duke a couple days ago. He's going to run them into the fucking ground. I really don't care because I can't stand North Carolina, but it's fucking stupid. What does it matter? You're up 30 or you're 40. You got less than 10 minutes to go. Give your guys a break. Let them get a curtain call. Some of them may not be back next year. But what a fucking beatdown. I am shocked. I did not think this game would be a 40-point blowout. They were saying that this game tonight was going to be the best playing game ever, potentially. They did. I read 2 articles that said North Carolina versus San Diego State could be the best first 4 in or last 4 in games played ever. That's what they said before this game tonight. This could be the best playing game ever. Boy, was it not. Fucking beat down from hell.
Well executed.
And R.J. Davis, as if he doesn't have enough all-time records at Carolina. Most threes in an NCAA tournament game now, 6.
He still got him in.
And he is perfect from deep so far. Compton, nicely set up underneath by Boyd. So Nick Boyd's going to get his chance. First the timeout with 7 and change left here in Dayton.
This game's fucking over. I can't watch no more of this. 40-point fucking lead. Horrible fucking game for San Diego State. Horrible. They did nothing well. I think their nerves got to them a little bit too. They missed a bunch of layoffs to start the game. They missed a wide open breakaway. Fast break. The kid was like all nervous and shit, lost the ball. They did not show up tonight. I'd be ashamed of myself to lose by 40. I never lost a game by 40 ever. Ever. That would be the fucking day. Have some fucking pride. Holy shit. How the fuck do you lose by 40? Them dudes are going to have to do some serious soul searching going into next season. Serious. Huh. Someone thinks they're cute, and I just caught them. Someone thought they could enter our contest twice. Well, one of your entries, whoever that is, I know who it is. You guys don't worry. I got an eye on everything. When people do fuck shit like this. Someone entered our tournament twice. Don't worry about it. Only one of their fucking brackets will count. I will handle that shit. They could talk shit about me on the internet if they win or not. They think they're cute and they think I didn't notice. I noticed what you did. And I know who did it. Fucking unreal. They're going to be very sadly mistaken if they win our fucking tournament prize and I don't send it to them. And I know who it is. And I wasn't going to argue with you during the stream tonight, but I know who you are. And it's not Jet, and it's not Silk, and it's not Crispy, and it's not any of my regular people from back in the day. Ace, Silk, Jet. It's not Hangman. I know who it is. And they think they're cute. They're not going to win shit. They're going to be in for a brutal fucking awakening. Oh, I thought I won. No, you don't win when you cheat. Fucking people, unreal. Unbelievable. So, anywho, I'll be back tomorrow night. North Carolina's got this shit in the bag. North Carolina are up by 40. 7 minutes to go. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll watch some sports together tomorrow night. I think I'm going to do Texas versus Xavier. I'll catch you guys mañana. Love yous. Peace.